guys, welcome back to another video with Travel to You Zoo. I'm Megan. Today we're going to do part 2 of the mini-series called A Day in the Life. Today we're going to go over my snakes. So I have my snakes in what's called a rack system. I personally like the rack system best. I used to have them inside aquariums and I always had issues with shedding, not eating, etc. In this setup, they are perfect. The first thing we're going to start with is what's called spot cleaning. Just like it sounds, you're going to put some gloves on, you're going to go through and you're going to pick out all that poop and all that gunk in your snake's either aquarium or rack and then throw it out. That is usually about once a week. I'll do it twice a week if I feel like I need it, but generally once a week is plenty. On top of that, we're also going to do adding some humidity, which is basically like watering your snake home, for lack of better terms. That is something you do every day. You want to always check to make sure your substrate's not too dry and things like that, because it's really important humidity for these guys. I do want to make a quick side note. You're going to see all my thermostats in the videos here. That is what tracks the heat pad temperature. You don't want to have just a heat pad plugged in because that can shoot up to like really hot temperatures and actually cook your snake. So you want to plug it into a thermostat and you control the temperature on the thermostat. You're going to notice some really random temperatures. Some say like 81, some say like 87, some say 91. And that's just variance of the heat pad as well as the actual thermostat. So it's important to have an infrared gun. I'm going to show you that next, to take the temperature of your bins. Adjust your thermostat to whatever it is. So one of my bins reads 81 on the thermostat, but the actual bin temperature is right around 89, which is what you want for your snakes. You want it to be around 88 to about 90 at the high part for belly heat. And belly heat's really important or your snakes can't digest their food. So as you can see, his substrate's pretty dry. If you mix it up under here, it's actually not that dry. But the next thing after you want to pick out all the poop and everything in that corner. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure the front part of his bin is nice and moist. So I'm going to take his water dish, I'm going to dump it. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my water supply up here that I have. And I'm going to actually open it up and I'm going to soak the whole bin. Alright, so I went ahead and just poured that water all in this part of his bin. So I'm going to mix all this up so it's nice and moist back here. After that, you're going to want to take a look to see if you need to top up any of the substrate. So I definitely want to add a little bit more, so I'm going to grab my bin, top that up. Alright, so I've got my extra substrate here, all stored up. This is coconut husk. When you buy it, it comes in a thing like this, a big hard brick. And you soak it in hot water and you mix it up and eventually it breaks down into this nice substrate. I personally really like this stuff. It holds humidity well. It doesn't get stuck in the snake's like sinuses or anything like that. Alright, so as mentioned, I am just going to take a handful of this stuff and just top up his bin. I did push his bin back in because he was trying to get out. Titan is really active. He loves to be out. So as you can see, I'm just going to kind of push him back there so he doesn't think my hand is dinner. Just push him back. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some substrate and put some substrate right there for him. So we're just going to literally grab handfuls. Just like this. Add it in. Mix it all up. He's going to move it around how he wants it. There. Nice and moist here. A little drier at the back. The back is where the heat source is for him. Now I'm just going to make a little dip here where his water dish goes. And we'll put his water dish back. Like that. And then we'll top it up. I'm going to fill all the water dishes up at the end so I don't have to do multiple trips. And that's it. That is bin number 1 done. So that was bin number 1 with the snakes. One thing to note is that you should change your gloves each bin. Just in case there's anything going on with any of your snakes. You don't want to have a chance of mixing, you know, getting them sick or anything like that. So I usually sanitize my hands between and then change my gloves as well. I did do something there that I don't usually do, and what that was is I used my glove to actually reach into the bin to grab the substrate, which wasn't correct on my end. I should have used either my bare hand or switch gloves. So on that note, make sure you guys change your gloves when you're changing your substrate, because you never know. You don't want to mix anything up, right? I'm going to go ahead and time-lapse the next cleaning. We're going to do the adult bins first, and then I'm going to show you guys the baby bins as well. That's going to do it for today's video and part 2 of the mini-series A Day in the Life. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. A lot of the snakes you saw in this video don't have names, so definitely drop a comment below about what you think we should name these snakes. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in part 3. Also comment below what you think part 3 should be about. Alright guys, see you in the next one.